The first exercise is a chest press. Chest press movements, any press movement involves the weight going away from the body in a straight line. So basically a move like that or over the head. So that's always a press action where you're pressing something away. Okay, so the first one's a chest press. Options are using a machine for chest pressing or using a Smith machine for chest pressing or using dumbbells. And I'll show you the Smith machine and the dumbbell moves now, okay?
Cool.
This is on a Smith machine, it's this frame here, but you get different variations on this, but it's the same thing. So all you do is you got your hands spaced pretty much a little bit wider than shoulder width, unhook the bar, and the first thing to make sure that you're not using your shoulders too much is to keep your head down, roll the shoulders back and down so they stay in contact with the bench all the time. Make sure your back's nice and flat, then take a nice big deep breath on the way down. And you explode the air away on the way up. The reason behind the deep breath is it stabilises the torso, so it's important to breathe in this order. So you're always breathing first, then apply the effort. So it's and that's a basic chest press move with either a bar or a machine. Okay, and I'll show you one with dumbbells. Okay, this is the same movement with dumbbells. Dumbbells will give you a slightly deeper stretch because they'll go a little bit lower down. They also have the benefit is if you kind of get tired with them, you can put them on the floor, whereas the bar, you always want to do it with a partner just in case you get stuck underneath it for any reason. But it's the same move, I'll demonstrate. Okay. So same thing, roll the shoulders back and down, shoulder blades in contact with the bench, hold the two weights. You can either hold a flat position like this, or you can alter the angle slightly and hold a neutral grip position like this. Either exercise does basically the same thing, just slight variation on where it affects the shoulders. So either this way or this way. What we do, big deep breath again, down a nice deep big stretch, and push away. Again, making sure that when you do this, you don't push the shoulders off the bench and stay in contact with the bench all the time. And the way to take the weights out is to put them down to your side and then run around on the floor one at a time. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, chest press is a good exercise for building strength and power because it involves the use of the tricep muscle here and the front part of the shoulder, as well as the chest. So it's quite a strong exercise. But other exercises I want you to do for your chest would involve just isolating the outer part of the pectoral muscle here. And the two exercises we do on those are what we call dumbbell flies or pec deck. And I'll demonstrate your dumbbell flies.
Great.
Okay, so you start in the same position that the dumbbell chest press was in, but on this occasion, preferably keep the hands in a neutral grip like this, roll the shoulders down, and instead of bringing the weight straight down, I'm going to take it through an arc instead. So take a big deep breath, hold it controlled at the bottom, and blow out to the top. Keep a slight bend in the elbows. You don't want to keep the elbows locked out straight, it puts too much stress on the shoulder. Slight bend in the elbows. This is a dumbbell fly. Okay, now second exercise, which would be a machine version, alternative of the dumbbell flies, would be what's called a pec deck, which is a machine lens. And it involves, quite simply, all gyms have this kind of equipment, and you sit, head back, shoulders in contact with the back pad, and all you do is bring the weight in, touch, like that. And again, you're isolating the outer part of the pectoral muscles. Remember, big deep breath. It's called a pec deck. Okay. I don't think you better get around the other side. Okay. No, this will do for me.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. Next exercise is going to work the back muscles. There are different hand positions, but generally involve pulling a weight down to the chest. It's not advisable to pull the weight to the back of the neck because it's not a natural movement and it strains the cervical vertebrae up here, number 7, so it's not a good idea. So generally all the exercises are pulled to the chest area. Okay. General difference is you can have a wide grip with an overhand position like this. This works the outer flare of the back more than the inner flare and the centre part. And it's quite simple. Take a big deep breath and pull the bar down to the top of the chest. This is the first way of doing this. It hits the back a little bit higher on this exercise than other ones. And this is a wide grip pull down to the chest. The other version of this will be what's called a close grip pull down, where you have the hands, it's called supinated or underneath, And when you do this, you actually have your biceps working as part of the exercise as well, so you're much stronger, so you can generally handle more weight. Okay, and this is the same move, so just big deep breath, and bringing it down again. And this is a close grip pull down. You'll probably find a variety of attachments in gyms for altering the hand position, but basically they're all doing very much the same exercise. Sometimes the hand position could be like this, sometimes it could be out here, it could be like that. It's all like exercise, it's a variety of everything. Okay? I'll show you one more dumbbell exercise for your back in case you don't have access to a machine. Okay. This exercise is called a single arm dumbbell row. And again, you're pulling a weight into the body. So you're working the back muscles, the rear parts of the shoulders, biceps to a point. One knee on the bench, one leg close to the bench to support it, one hand down. Pick up the dumbbell, hold it naturally, natural grip. Try not to avoid twisting, so it's just from there. Take a big deep breath in and pull the weight into the side. You're rowing the weight into the body and you're hitting it just about where the bottom of the ribs are. Keeping the elbow tucked in nice and tight. You would do 10 to 15 maybe on one side, and then without a rest you'd repeat it and go over to the side. This takes a bit more control, and it's easy to kind of cheat on this one and do things like this, twisting it, which is not a good idea. It's nice and steady, nice flat back. Keep a nice hollow in the back, and just pull the weight in.